to go live on everything. I'm sorry about all of that. Um, we are officially live for another recording of the Ramblings. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday, guys. Let's start right there. I feel productive. Sundays are my favorite days to work because when it's nice, it's really windy and cold and muggy and ugly out right now. But earlier today was like nice. It was sunny. I'm not gonna say it was warm or anything, but it was like a nice time for me to work. And when it's like a nice Sunday, and I just feel so much less pressure on Sundays, guys. Like it's absolutely amazing for me because it's just I just have a load of weight off my shoulders, you know. Um I wasn't gonna do any crazy titles for today. Like I really had some like clickbait headlines because of what I'm talking about, but I just decided not to. Maybe I'll do some clickbaits in the future, but I'm just excited to work, like, especially since it's Sunday and I have like a lot of strategy and planning to go on for the week and things are really moving. I have a lot of things to go on this week. Like, I am going to be super busy this week, especially since I'm not even going to be like at my regular home office. I'm going to be like on the move and everything. So it's going to be super, super busy for me this week, you guys. And if you have any prayers types of support or whatever, I want to just give it to me. That's fine too. I'm open to whatever. I just know it's gonna be a crazy busy week for me. Um, got a lot on my head, got a lot on my plate, in a sense, if you will. Nothing crazy. These are the problems I choose to deal with rather than other work kind of problems. But yeah, let's get to the podcast because I'm pent the freak up. I'm really pent up for today, like for today's podcast, guys. Let's do this. Hey guys, welcome back to another wonderful episode of The Ramblings. I'm your host, Angelo Roberts. Actually, let's stop right there because last time I was rambling so much, I needed some water. So I don't want to make the mistake of not having water with me today. So I'll be right back. I got to get some water. I know it's on a delay. So by the time I get back from getting water, you guys will probably see me like just leaving or something. So that's the good part of like some lag, except for Instagram. I don't know how much is lagging on Instagram or anything, but I know that there is some form of like what do you call it? Not lag, but I can't think of like the technical term. Latency. There we go. The latency isn't like the fastest and everything, especially since I'm going through third parties and Zoom and everything. Like, I can see my Zoom camera like a little bit of slowness right now. It's a low system. It's just trying to close applications. Like, I got a lot of things right now. Like, I realized MacBook Airs are great for when you're in college, but when you're really trying to like run a business and work, you're gonna need like a much more powerful laptop. And it's not even about it being necessarily a MacBook; it's about it being like the type of laptop that you have, right? So you can have like you can have a quality laptop and it not be a Mac. You feel me? You can have a quality Samsung, a quality HP, a quality Lenovo laptop. You feel me? And it not be how do I put it? It's not going to be um laggy or anything or like lack latency because of the quality of the laptop that you're looking for. Generally, I will say I'm not like this for a lot of items. You feel me? I do not believe in spending high money on a lot of items. Like, I'm currently in the process of desk searching, and I'm not trying to spend more than $100 on this desk. The chair, it turns out, is going to cost more than the desk. But I'm going to get some water so we can get back to doing this podcast, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Rise and shine. All right. Now that I'm officially back and everything, let's get started on this podcast, see how everything's going. Um, see, I still am not able to monitor comments, which is something that's kind of bothering me, guys. Um, it says I'm offline. Yeah, see, that's weird. I need to make sure I'm streaming everywhere now. Okay, so I'm still streaming live. I don't know, but I can see it looks like it's buffering, guys. See, this is why I like having my phone, like doing stuff on my phone right now for certain stuff. And just open up the see where I'm at in this live real quick. I can hear it in my earphones because it says live right now, but it's not moving. Oh my gosh, I don't need a new computer. I need another computer. I need a faster computer. Something better. I need to upgrade a Mac to a better Mac. All right. All right, cool. So I'm still streaming, it appears. So I've gotten out of there. We are officially streaming on Twitch too. So it says we're streaming everywhere, but the video part is offline right there, right? So I don't really care. It says that we're streaming. I'm mad that my laptop is moving so freaking slow. I need to start finding. If I can stream everything from. I'm just doing a lot of stuff on my laptop right now that is probably not meant to do. So let's get into this podcast, guys. Before I get into this podcast, let's just see if I'm able to do some of this. So let's unplug my new mobile computer, my new little mobile laptop. I mean, not my laptop, my new mobile keyboard. I don't know if I showed you guys, but you feel me? Fire keyboard. Really enjoy it. I don't know why it's recording. Weird. Anyway, so I apologize for all of the technical difficulties. This is just part of the learning curve and everything. I promise this week is going to be an amazing week for like all of my content, especially now that I have this new setup. I have some things in the ball I'm getting get rolling. May or may not be going to a new office, so keep that on the hints. I got some Sprite. I got some water. I owe my brother $1. I told him I wasn't worried about that Sprite, and I'm absolutely not worried about his Sprite. But I went into the refrigerator and I seen absolutely nothing. And yeah, I just I filled up some water, but I was just like, whatever. I'm gonna drink this Sprite and I'll pay him his dollar. I got it like that. I can afford $1. Thought about doing the ASMR. Y'all hear that? All right, let's do this podcast. Let's be serious now. Hey guys, welcome back to the Ramblings. I'm your host, Angelo Roberts, and we are in for a very special Sunday podcast today. Not in the sense of it being in a peaceful manner, but I have something to rant about. It's been a while since I've been on a rant, and ooh, this is a good one. This is an absolute good one, guys. So I was on Twitter today, right? Strolling through Twitter this morning, and as all of my rants start, I think all of my rants start like that. So I was scrolling through Twitter this morning. That's like key for triggering things, right? So I'm scrolling through Twitter and I see a post about customer service. Now, I am big on customer service. You guys know I'm king customer service around here, right? So when I saw it, it said, "What in the name of customer service is this?" So my customer instinct services just went off, and I'm just thinking like, okay, is this from the point of like the owner, or is this the point of the customer? Like I don't know what's going on right now. So after like analyzing the situation, here's what happened. Right, a customer hit up someone for a quote. I think it was rugs, if I believe it or not. It doesn't matter what it was. The customer hit up this business owner for a quote on, let's just say, rugs, right? And it was a pretty late hour. I'm gonna say I think it was like 1 o'clock. I'm not gonna go look for it right now because my computer's moving slow and I'm not gonna risk it. But let's just say it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, right? The customer texted the business owner and said, "Hey, can I get a quote, please?" The business owner replied, "Have some decency. It's X time in the morning. Why are you looking like at this particular time? Thanks for waking my kids." Whatever. Point is, it was an extremely rude response. And then I'm just going through the thread and seeing other people sharing their experiences with business owners and terrible, rude experiences in the customer service department. And I am just blown away. And here's the kicker. There's even more. But wait, there's more, right? So as I'm continuing to scroll through this particular thread, right, someone posts a poll and says, who is in the wrong? The customer for hitting them up too late, or for the business owner for how they replied? And did you know there was 41% vote for people thinking the customer's wrong? 41%. Now I'm gonna sit here and think and assume most of those people are probably business owners, right? I need water. This is why I got the water. So 41% of the 139,000 votes casted in this particular poll, right? 139,000 people voted. 41% of those people, 41% think that it was the customer's fault. That's who was in the wrong. That's how they worded it. Who was in the wrong? They said the customer was in the wrong. Y'all know I was heated. I was livid. 41% of you think that the customer was in the wrong in this situation. Let's go down the list of reasons on why it's the business owner's fault for one replying in such a terribly rude and dramatic way, and two, for any business owner listening to this, for any wannabe business owner listening to this, for anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur listening to this video right now, let me tell you something that you don't do. It doesn't matter when a customer hits you up. It doesn't matter why a customer hits you up. It doesn't matter what kind of person hits you up. You remain professional and in a customer service manner at all times. I don't care how the process works. You remain customer service. I don't care what they say. You provide excellent customer service. And guess one of the first rules is not telling a customer, don't hit me up at this time. We understand that you have business hours, but guess what? It's up to you as a business owner to respect those business hours. Do you know how many times customers come to a restaurant when it's closing? Do you know how many times they go to a retail store trying to grab something at 11:50? Because guess what? Customers have busy lives too, guys. I don't know if you know that. So if they want to inquire at 1 o'clock in the morning, guess what? They have every right to inquire at 1 o'clock in the morning. So let's go down the list of reasons why it was absolutely wrong and disgusting of this person to respond in the way that they responded. One, after research, it has been decided that this was a personal line. So the first thing right there when you're in a wrong as a business owner, you need to have a dedicated line for work. If you don't have a dedicated line for work, and it's very easy to get one, because if you have a phone, you can get a Text Now app. You can get a free Google text. You don't go free Google because Google Voice costs. It's like $10. I'm not going to tell you guys to do something like that, right? But Text now, right? WhatsApp. Have a dedicated business line. You guys can text and have all of these other forms of communication, except for when it comes to your business. When the very first thing you need to do in business is an establish a line or a means of communication. That means having a website, having social medias, having a dedicated phone line. You need to be able to contact your customers. The most important thing in any business. Now, obviously, everyone says the most important thing of any business. There's a bunch of important things, but one of the most important things in business is communication, period. Communication with your teammates, communication with your clients, communication with your vendors, communication with the public, the audience, the people that you're speaking to that aren't even using your product or service, that are supporting you. You feel me? Those communication, those people are important. So communication is important. Making sure you have designated social medias, right? And if you're going to use your personal social media, be professional. I can't stress this enough. Using your personal social medias doesn't mean that you're so low on the total pole that you can't be professional. That's more of a reason for you to be professional, because that's how you're going to get people to come back to your business. Putting pride into what your business does and looks like and how people feel, the responses you give are very important. Another reason number two, customer service spreads like wildfire. To see how fast that went up, probably today, yesterday. I don't know how fast that was. Think about it though. Within 24 hours, people are talking about your business and how bad you responded to somebody. And because you responded so negatively, that means that's the kind of person you are. That means that's how you talk to people. That's how you talk to your customers. And so when word gets out there that this is how you talk to your customers, who wants to be associated with that? Who wants to put themselves through that? People will deal with a half behind product. I'll say it. People will deal with a half-ass product or service. People will deal with a bad setting. You're doing hair in your living room. People will deal with the interruptions, your kids running around. People will deal with the lack of internet connection, the slow responding, the fact that you have a business life, right? The fact that you have a personal life. People will respect every single factor of your business except for when it comes to customer service. People are understanding no matter what, almost just about, until it comes to customer service. It doesn't matter. Like if you have a bad product and then someone comes and returns this and you give them amazing service on the return, you apologize, you give them a credit, you say, hey, listen, matter of fact, keep the product and I'll still give you a refund because like think of it like that, right? If someone didn't enjoy the product, but instead of returning it, they kept it and then got a refund for it. So it's not on their mind financially. It may become a product that they like. It may just not be for them right now. They may use it and then offer you feedback on how you can make it better. But you can't just go about doing things in a negative manner because people talk. And customer service, bad customer service especially, gets like, you don't hear about people providing great customer service. Very rarely do you hear about people saying, oh, I had such an amazing experience at this place. They usually leave a review or whatever, keep it pushing. People very rarely go onto social media to express happiness in something. And so it's very hard for a company to get people to express happiness publicly to other people that don't give a dang what they think about how happy they are about your service or product, which means you have had to go on above. That means you have had to have gone above and beyond for that client or customer for them to rave about you, or your product is just that amazing and they really had a problem. However, we see consistent and an abundance of cases where people have had bad customer service. People are complaining about customer service. And you know what's been a norm now that I absolutely hate in like the business community? Complaining about the customers. People can see you when you say, "Oh, serious inquirers only. Don't hit me up if you're not serious." People can see that. I hope you know. People are affected and think negatively of you and your business, when you think like that. When you say serious inquiries only, do not hit me up if you do not plan to buy, because you feel like as a business owner, you have to make a certain amount of money and it's a waste of your time to talk to someone who's not going to buy, right? Wrong. Because guess what? They're interested in your product. The best strategy for gaining customers is to focus and keep the customers you currently have. Don't worry about new customers. That is what I've learned over the past like couple of weeks. The best strategy for growth is to maintain the customers you already have. Theoretically, if you could have a 0% churn rate, that means absolutely no customers are leaving whatever it is that you're doing, and you can retain every single person, you're going to grow like wildfire because nobody wants to leave. There's no reason for people to leave. And when people have absolutely no reason to leave, the only thing they have to do is to bring other people on because they want to share it. People are instinctively sharers. They want to have other people do this. Very little things are required or prey upon someone's ability to do something solo. Even solo video games are meant, like, even video games that are solo, it's meant for you to have the video game, which is meant for you to be part of the gaming community. That's why community is such an important thing, because no one wants to do anything alone. So in theory, if you have zero churn rate, the only option that is left is growth. There is no fluctuation because no one's leaving. So you're only going to go up. Therefore, you have an amazing growth rate and a growth strategy, which is retention. Why? Because you're focused on the people that already like your product and you want to get them to love it. And if they love it, you want to get them to be loyal to it. And if they're loyal to it, you want them to become cult behind it. Do you want to know where cult following is? Twitter. Twitter, I don't know their churn rate. I'm pretty sure it's high or low. I don't know. Not going to guess. Don't care. But in this particular sense, it's about community. It's about having, how do I put it? A group of people that think they're better than another group of people, because people on Twitter think that they're better than any other social media people out there because it's Twitter and you're part of this higher educated particular group. However, statistically, it is proven that there are more educated people on Twitter. And Twitter preys upon that, and they let you like to think like, oh, I'm part of this superior group. That's why a lot of companies are adding the social aspect to what it is that they do. Pinterest, you sharing pictures. It's like Instagram for adults, if you will, for like the middle-aged person. My mom is on Pinterest. She's not on Instagram. My mom isn't on any social media at all. And we don't necessarily deem Pinterest to really be social media, even though it is. My mom is on social media and doesn't even realize it because she just sees Pinterest as a way of looking at cool pictures for her office or her bedroom and stuff like that. And when she sees something she likes, she doesn't share it on Pinterest. She shares it to me. That's the point of almost everything, is to share it with somebody, for someone else to have it. And so when you have, in the saying, misery loves company is true. So when you give bad customer service, guess what? You just made someone miserable. And because misery loves the saying isn't happiness loves company. The saying isn't joy loves company. The saying isn't contempt loves company. The saying is, dang, I just forgot. I just said it. Dang. Misery. There we go. I had a brain fart. The saying is misery loves company. And so when you make a customer miserable by providing bad customer service, guess what? You just made your life a living hell, because misery loves company. And so that person is amped. They are amped all the way up to go tell someone about the bad. They're like, yo, look at what they did. And people love bad news. It spreads like wildfire. So they're going to share it. And people are going to share their bad experiences. And you don't want to be part of that. And so it just really has been bothering me, the responses that I was seeing in the community to what was going on, because it was just blowing me that there were so many people responding saying, "Oh, when you run a business, you'll see. Oh, it's not okay to hit people up at so late. Oh, all of these uh comments in support of setting a weird, disgusting boundary for business owners, and it's not making any sense. I saw someone complaining about being hit up on social media. Guess what? It doesn't matter. The customer is going to hit you up where they feel most comfortable. So that is why you have to have communication channels, because every customer would like to communicate with you differently. Here's proof. How many of you order online your food, DoorDash your food, because you do not want to talk to the person? But let's put it like this, right? You can order Domino's pizza or whatever pizza you want, right? Especially local pizza spots. Local pizza spots usually have their own delivery driver, and if you call, they don't charge you for delivery. Think about that. They do not, like, there are pizza spots, especially where I live, where they will, if you call them, because they had delivery people before DoorDash, and DoorDash is just extra money for them. And so they have their own they have their own drivers. They don't use DoorDash drivers, they use regular drivers. So when you call them, instead of placing an order through DoorDash, they don't charge you for a delivery fee. And they don't upcharge on their prices. So I know people that still choose to make these deliveries through the app, pay a $4 delivery fee because they refuse to speak to somebody on the phone. You have to have open channels of communication for whichever is most comfortable for your customers. So if your customer is always on Facebook, guess what? You should have a Facebook page that has business hours that responds to people when they ask questions, because guess what? They're on Facebook. If they're on Instagram, same thing. If they're on LinkedIn, the same. Ideally, you would like to have them on all social medias. But guess what? You have to have some form of communication for your client or for your customer to contact you. And we understand business hours. We understand wanting to have a separation, right? Excuse me. But the key isn't in making and having like a disgusting remark or saying, leave me alone until it's business hours, or why would you hit me up and it's not business hours? Just don't respond until the beginning of the business hours day. You have that option. If I were to call the bank, right? Like, think of it like this, right? Customers can call. That doesn't mean you have to pick up. Customers can text. That doesn't mean you have to reply. Customers can email. That doesn't mean you have to email. Customers can be on your website and hit your chat bot. That does not mean a response has to be initiated. Do you know how many times companies have a set of hours, and if you hit that chat bot up, you're not going to get someone. They'll respond to you when they respond to you. It may not even be the very next day that early. They may respond to you the next day later on, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Because that's how, but within 24 hours usually. So the goal for for business owners is to understand and recognize your channels of communication. Because honestly, it has me amped and really upset that you guys are treating customers like this. It really does. And you know what? It like I really get so mad, but then I have to sit back and realize, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys do that. I have to let you guys be bad business owners. And it irks me because I really want to be able to educate everyone on proper customer service etiquette, on doing the thing, on doing business like the proper way, right? Because I see a lot of people in our community half-ass doing business, and it upsets me because it shows in your customer service that you're not really about doing business. You're about the looks and saying that you're a boss, and it's not really about that. It's about actually serving the customer. And a lot of you are just here for the aesthetic of being a business owner and don't really want to put the work in. And that is what upsets me. However, as a serial entrepreneur and business owner, those will be my clients and my customers eventually soon. It makes competition so much easier when you guys drop the ball. That's simple. But I love you guys and I want to see you do well. And it frustrates me to see customers like this. Because I've had my fair share of bad business experiences too with business owners, it just bothers me because I'm like, I would never treat a client or customer like this. How do you guys have the audacity to do it? Like, what? In what way, shape, or form? What goes through your head? Like, okay, for my business owners out there that are having a fit and disagreeing with me right now, using hashtag Let's Ramble, I want to know what it is that makes you respond to clients in that kind of manner. Where do you get the audacity, the galls to even like text or reply to a customer? Why are you hitting me up at this hour? Why are you texting me about business to put money in my pocket right now? What? Use hashtag Let's Ramble. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I'm missing something, right? And I'll be fine if someone comes to a wonderful idea or a great theory on why it's okay to completely be utterly disrespectful and whatnot to customers because they hit you up at an ungodly hour. Matter of fact, if someone can come up with a reason on why you should be disrespectful to customers that are disrespectful to you, like, let's go that far. I don't even think you should be disrespectful to customers when they're disrespectful to you, because guess what? You have a business to run. Point blank, simple, period. If they're going to fire people from Walmart, and Walmart is known for bad customer service. Like, we are at the point where we expect bad customer service at Walmart or McDonald's, right? And people still get fired over it. That should show you how important it is. Even the people that don't give a crap about their job think it's that important. And so you're going to sit here and tell me that you think it's okay to respond 41, and you can't say that you don't, because 41% of you, 41% of the 139,000 of you think that. And it's disgusting to me. Blows me like sky high to kingdom come how you could like think and do something like that. Like, I've decided, I think I'm going to do a business etiquette class, right, for business owners, or just something that teaches business owners about customer service and things of that nature, because it just is so bothering to me. I've been using that word a lot. Bothersome. It's because I take business seriously, guys. I'm an entrepreneur at heart. Like, I couldn't think of anything else I'd want to do other than being an entrepreneur. It really, this is my lifestyle. This is for me. And so the same way artists and rappers and like you guys get really heated when you see wannabe producers and wannabe rappers not taking what it is they're doing seriously because you take it serious, and it's like that's a spit in your face almost. I feel like that when I see business owners, especially other Black business owners, claiming to be like hustling and for the bag and doing what you have to do and grinding and everything, being in business for the aesthetic of it, because it's like, this is cool. It really just doesn't make sense to me. And that's why it bothers me so much. That's why I go on these rants, because it's like, at least you guys get it. You feel me? At least I can talk with you guys, and I can understand. I can conceptualize something. I'm able to get it off my chest in some way, shape, or form. And honestly, I like it. You feel me? This is what my passion is. And so I'm going to be the same way LeBron or Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan is passionate about the game, and they'll get on their teammates about it and everything like that, or a younger rookie or something like that who they're trying to educate. I'm going to be like that with other business owners and with the people on my team, because I feel that strongly about it, guys. This is business. And if you're doing business, it's your life. And even if it's not your life and you're doing business, think of it like this. That's someone else's money. That's all I'm saying. Just do right. I'm not saying you have to be, Mr. Perfect. I'm not saying you can't do it by your rules. I'm just saying don't be disrespectful with it. Respond the next day. Politely say no. Even if you were to respond and say, hey, listen, you know, our business, like have an auto respond for, hey, our business hours are between these hours. You can leave a message, but unfortunately, we will not be able to get back to you until these particular hours. Do you see how easy that is? Now customers top of mind know what to do. They know that this is where they're supposed to go to contact you. They know these are the times that they can contact you. And they know that if they contact you after a certain time, they're not going to get a response. For example, I tell all of my clients, I work till 8 o'clock. You have until 8 o'clock to get an immediate response from me. After 8 o'clock, it's not, I will probably respond, but it's not a guarantee. Not at all. I work and my day ends at 8 o'clock. Anything after 8 p.m., you're not guaranteed to get a response from me. On the weekend, you're not guaranteed to get a response from me. I respond. It might as well be a guarantee since I do it so much, but you're not guaranteed. And I let you know you're not guaranteed. Why? Because that gives me the flexibility for when I am busy, when I am doing something, when I cannot respond. It gives me the flexibility to say, hey, listen, yeah, like I said, this is not guaranteed. And it doesn't matter what you're accustomed to. The policy is it's not guaranteed. And so I recognize, and I'm not going to be nasty or mean about it. That's all. That's the podcast, guys. Thank you. I didn't even drink the Sprite, so I'm going to go put it back. I thought I was going to drink the Sprite during this thing because it was going to be so long. Just drink the water, though. So pretty excited. I saved $1, kind of. Look at me. I got it, but I'm still happy about saving $1. I don't care. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, Monday. Probably going to record another podcast later, but it's not going to be anything on live. And can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.